Hey, hey, ho, ho, Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey, Musk has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Elon Musk has got to go.
Check. Can you hear me? Yup. Alright, so we're watching protests down in DC. I think these are the people that have just been laid off, so
Government to uphold these checks and balances so needed in these days. So welcome to all, and thank you for joining us here
alright.
today.
Mic check. Hello. We would like to start off today by saying welcome and thank you. We're so happy to see that you are all here today. Just the fact that we're all gathered here today fills me with joy. It shows that so many people care about democracy
Nice glasses.
and liberty in the same way as those of us who
Yeah, so
support
this
the
is
plans
this
and
is happening in DC. Yeah, federal workers amid recent layoffs. So I guess these are all federal workers, and they're about to start giving speeches. So, hey, we'll see how they go.
I would like to introduce a couple things before we really start off this rally. Number one, our code of conduct.
Oh, you guys can't
This
see
is a
me.
peaceful rally, and we expect everyone to abide by the following guidelines. Number one, please do not engage verbally or physically with counter-protesters.
Damn, you can barely see me.
Frustrating it can be to see hateful
Fuck.
things being said. We want it to be unquestionable that this event is peaceful.
Don't stab anybody like the other protests. You'll be fine.
Got it. We do not want to give counter-protesters the victory of distracting us from our message. Number two,
Do we even have counter protesters? I don't think anybody would come and counter this. They're just watching from home.
But we ask that you do not engage in it during this
look, look at the pig in the bag.
protesting outside the permitted space, blocking access to buildings or roadways for non-protesting individuals,
Can you guys hear?
property destruction or defacement as a form
There
of
we go.
protest. Now, we have advertised this protest as one where this type of resistance
Look
is
at those
not allowed,
glasses, though.
and we want to honor
Shit.
the limits of
Are those
the
Louis
informed
Vuittons?
consent given by other attendees who are showing up in response to the event description given. Number three, please be mindful. Clean up after yourself. Do not
Clean up.
leave any
Take care of the
trash around.
environment.
Remain mindful of those with accessibility needs. Respect diversity. and
Respect
difference.
diversity always.
Number four, please be
DEI.
Be mindful about posting photos or videos that can be used to identify other
Are they planning to do something illegal?
protesters. Consider photos, videos from the
The
back,
fuck?
or signs or flyers, or only of yourself if desired.
What are they trying to
And
do?
please be mindful of metadata. Other little rules, if it ever gets crowded here, move to the sides. We are in no way allowed by our permit.
Oh! Oh!
1 second.
Mike died. Mike died. Keep it together. Keep it together. You got it. Oh, this one. Old. Just get the bullhorn.
Testing.
Oh, that's the most excitement so far.
Better?
Getting the microphone working.
Okay, better? No? Yes? Okay. Thank you for staying with us. Other little rules, if it ever gets crowded here, move to the sides. We're in no way allowed by our permit to spill past the statues over there,
Gotta stay by the statues.
nor onto the sidewalk. Additionally, we do not have a permit to march, so we will not be marching at this time. Thank you.
So much excitement in the squad. You hear that? One cheer.
Next, we would like to
Yay.
introduce some of the features of this rally. Number one,
Features?
we have an informational table over
What?
here. I believe it's over there. We have a table for writing letters to your congressmen and congresswomen over here.
You can write letters to Santa there?
And we have
That's
a
fucking awesome.
table with some supplies on creating your own sign over kind of in the back right there. If you need medical attention, there are people in yellow high visibility vests in the crowd.
This is
Just
like
yell for first aid if you can.
this is like before you're flying when the what do they call the stewardess? They come out there like, if we ever fall out of the sky and we're falling into the ocean, just look under your little seat. You see that bright yellow thing? Oh, that's your breathing tube.
Cannot find one. If you feel unsafe, or if somebody around you is inciting violence or otherwise being a bad actor, we have safety marshal's crew in the same yellow colors.
Damn, they're
They
also
will be
security
able to bring
guards?
someone trained in first aid over to you,
Wow.
or otherwise help you if someone is making you feel unsafe. Speaking of which, let's talk about what we will do in the case that we do identify someone being a bad actor or someone who is inciting violence. Remember, this is a peaceful protest. We are using our right to protest, but this is contingent on us.
This is crazy. This is
peaceful.
just get the
Remember,
protest going.
The powers in the White House want us to incite violence in order to invoke the Insurrection Act. We cannot let them do that. We don't want our movement to be the inciting moment that gives Trump even more power than he already wields. If you encounter a bad actor, flag down a safety marshal.
Are they gonna arrest
See
him?
something, say something. But as you guys can see,
They're gonna
we
arrest
have a
the bad
large space.
actor?
It may take time for people to arrive. So we have two techniques to act.
What is it?
This is going to sound strange, but a well-known and working response is to sing or hum. Sing or hum.
It's gonna be awesome.
I don't care what you sing. It could be Barbie Girl for all I care. Although, if you know the words, we do recommend the Star Spangled Banner.
Baron.
Let's try now. Can everybody sing?
Star Spangled Baron.
Banner.
Star Spangled Baron Trump.
Let's try now. Can everybody sing? Let's start. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Early we hail. DEI protest. It's so funny. I love it. It's a good President's Day so far. Oh yeah, happy President's Day to everybody. Hope you're having fun with your new president, Donald J. Trump. It's good to have a president, you know. For the past 4 years, we had a potato up there. Just ate ice cream all day. Gay, bro. I think you're supposed to have barbecues on President's Day. She stopped singing. Did she forget the lyrics? For the land of the free. There you go. The fat lady had to sing. At least they sang the national anthem.
Nice job, everyone.
And I'm pretty sure they'll hold American flags here.
Now, their second technique.
What is the second technique? Let's hear it.
Pushing on our crowd. The best action to do is to sit down and raise your right hand in the air.
Oh, like school when you had to go to the
And everybody
bathroom?
do this with me now, if you are physically able to do so. Sit down and raise your right hand.
You're gonna make the whole squad sit on the floor? She's the only one sitting, guaranteed.
Squatting is fine.
Yeah, okay. Make exceptions.
Okay. So if you see something that is very, upsetting, if you see that something is not going well,
This is so
sit
dumb.
down. If you see somebody
If
sitting
someone
there
is
raising
upsetting
their
you,
right
sit down. If someone hurts your feelings, just sit down and raise your hand so the teacher can come over and tell you to go to the bathroom, so you can cry it out.
hand, you sit down, and And that can be a way that our safety marshals can identify that they need to go in a specific direction. Great job, everyone.
Let's get to the real speeches. This is like, we're still
Now,
boarding
if
the
this
plane
is
right now,
one
sitting
side,
down, you know,
for
taking off.
example, maybe they're disabled, or they're a child, and they're having a hard time sitting, just sit in front of them to protect them if you can.
I'm not gonna skip forward because we have to experience this as if we're there listening, right? Because I would never be there. I don't know why I wouldn't be there. So I can't skip forward.
In
I
case
have
of
to
issues with the law,
take it.
we are contracted with the NLG, which is the National Lawyers Guild. And if you need help with them, we do have some phone numbers for you. The Law for Black Lives /DC Jail Support Hotline. Ready?
You guys going to jail? What are you doing? I thought it's peaceful.
1743. The Public Defender Service protest is 202-824-2463.
Anybody in the chat explain what the fuck is going on right now?
Great. If you need to, you can go to the event tables and see if they have a Sharpie to write it on yourself if needed.
There you go. Just write it on yourself. Write a number on yourself.
If you would like to share your story but would not like to be known, or
Oh,
would
let's
not
go.
like to
Let's
speak,
get it.
please write what you would like us to share and bring it to a volunteer. We will be reading them later.
That's terrible.
there
Those
is
are going to be
paper
entertaining, though,
and
because no face to what they're saying. A non-account.
All right.
You're going to get unhinged soon. Unhinged.
There will be some options for people to speak. So when that comes to pass, we do have a sign-up sheet to talk to one of the volunteers, and we will also let you know when it's time to do that. All right. So where are we staying off of? What specific
Oh my.
location?
I can't skip forward, but like,
Sidewalks.
dude,
Okay.
you said this already.
You just have to make sure that there is a path through the sidewalks. Everybody got that? Path through the sidewalk.
Pat through the sidewalk. Pat through the sidewalk. It's a great protest so far.
So, first I would like to introduce one of my colleagues.
Oh, here we go. Let's get the speeches going.
Here we go.
Let's get it going.
Right behind you. Fantastic. And he will be saying our first speech. I'll split the pages for you.
First off, I want to start by thanking everybody for coming out. I know it's been a cold, windy day, but it's good to see all these flags flying. I appreciate everyone who's taken time out this holiday to express their civic duty, civic responsibility, and their right to protest.
He's not wrong so far. It's America, baby. You can protest. It's what we do.
Hello, DC. How many of y'all are from the district today?
Dude, this is literally all of the people that have been fired.
How many are from Virginia? How many of you have traveled further to get here today?
Oh, that lady came from far back there.
We are all gathered here today for one purpose. United we stand to uphold the Constitution.
What?
To oppose tyranny.
Just because you got fired from your job?
To stand behind democracy and remind our...
I'm pretty sure when like the oil workers got fired years ago, Biden was like, yeah, learn the code. So, hey, learn the code.
Our elected officials that we, the people, are who they are elected to serve, not themselves. This past month
As a Trump voter, Trump's making me very happy.
has been exhausting. There's been a barrage of attacks on our liberties, rights, jobs, and a variety of programs made to support us. Some of you may have lost your jobs because of the attack on government workers. Some of you
Attack
are
on
scared.
government workers.
What if you're next?
We're 36 trillion in debt, sir.
Please give space to those feelings. The events over the past month have been built to exhaust us, to break our wills. But we are the American people. We will not break.
It's just crazy because it's only been not even a month probably. I think in a couple days it'll be a month that Trump's been president. And I swear, every day I can just go on here and I can see a protest. It's so entertaining.
We will not break.
Is Chuck Schumer there?
We will not break. We will not break. Today is President's Day. Not King's Day.
Shout out President Trump. Thank you for your service.
Elon Musk and the cronies in D.C. are dissembling thousands of programs.
Yo, I don't know if you guys heard, but IRS is next. You guys ready to see where your money's been going?
Workers retaliating against those who are investigating them and are, as we speak, crippling our economy and standing among world leaders. Yeah, boo that. Boo.
Yeah, there you go. Get your crowd to boo.
Trampling old agreements and creating their own rules to play by and ignoring the rules of law as they're stated in the Constitution.
You know what I kind of like make of this? It's like, you know, even like in regular life, right? Like you get fired and then you don't want to say like, ah, shit. Like it's what it is. You lose some, you win some, you know, life's changing. They want to cut down the government. We got to get out of debt. But instead of that, like you literally blame everything besides like what it is.
Can we let that continue? Just last week, my colleagues learned that people are outraged that a federal judge dared to place a hold on Trump's plans to ask.
Oh, you can't hear it? All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
It's not the place of a judge to limit the president's power. I say, if you've ever taken an 8th grade civics class, any class on the Constitution, you know the founding
Can you hear it now,
created
Bonnie?
checks and balances to keep any one branch of government from gaining too much power. This is no exception here. Let's remind you that the judicial branch upholds justice. Let me remind you that federal
Can you guys hear it now?
can
Somebody just let me know.
executive orders that seek to violate the Constitution. Any middle schooler who's paying attention, you know, should know that. But we should not rely on just the judiciary plans to save us. All 3 branches of our government have been touched by this administration's corruption.
That's what I voted for.
We are lucky that someone has stepped in and put temporary holds on this madness, but the executive branch is only the first head of this hydra. A Republican Congress stands behind Trump as its second head, and a Republican court stands as its third.
This might make some of you mad, but Trump won in the electoral college. He won the popular vote. We got all 7 swing states. So some people are mad, but they're like more than half of America is happy.
Three-headed beast seeks to consolidate power into an even more insidious center. Big tech is the 4th hydra head, now rearing its ugly head in our government. Elon Musk.
I don't like big tech either. I can agree on that.
At least $260 million on our election.
You know, I never understood that because it's like the Democrats had massive donors too, like everything, Google, whatever, you name it, like they were donating and it was never a problem because it just benefits their side. And then when there's like one billionaire that comes over to our side and is like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna help the Republicans. Actually, I'm not even a Republican. I shouldn't say that. But you know what I'm saying? Someone helps the other side and then these people get mad because they're fired. And all of a sudden, like, it's not acceptable. When, like, the entire time the Democrats had, like, George Soros, Google, I'm pretty sure, no, not Amazon. Whatever, they had funding too.
We know of. He now owns the press conference in the White House. Do you think he has our best interests at heart? He says he's improving government efficiency, but how can you slash so many programs yet propose raising the debt ceiling another $4 trillion, all while cutting taxes to the rich?
Dude, that's how badly we've been overspending.
Where is that money going? Do you think he's going to give the money back to you,
Yes.
the taxpayers?
Yes.
Where's the money going, Elon?
This guy should be asking, where has it been going for the past like 50 years? You know, all of a sudden one person is like, you know, let's audit everything and see where the money's going. Now all of a sudden he's the bad guy because you lost your job.
We know he's just lining his pockets. He's earning $22 billion in government contracts at least. Why?
You know, Biden signed those contracts. Bidey.
Why, I say, is this cancer allowed to spread?
Oh my god.
I know we have a lot of Virginians here, so I will remind something that I always admired about this state, which I'm from. Shout out to VA. The VA motto, sic semper tyrannis. Thus always to tyrants. We fought a war to end tyranny, to end taxation without representation. DC is in a difficult position. Not
Only
even
DC. Everyone else is happy.
good, despite it should be. But this will not stop us from.
Have you guys seen how many houses have been going up for sale, like new and upcoming, in Virginia and the areas surrounding the White House? It's crazy. Like, almost the whole area is just covered with houses new.
We are the center of where all our elected officials gather, where many of our federal workers come to work. We are the epicenter of change. I urge all of you who are
Yo, I you know, like, I disagree on a lot of stuff these people say, but then sometimes they say something, I'm like, that's right.
and women who have senators to make sure you are calling them every day, especially if you're Republican. And don't forget the most important thing, the power of community.
See, like, I agree
Over the
about
past
that.
months, they have tried to divide us. They have made us feel small and weak. But we all represent the 99%.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if a fired federal worker represents me. To be honest, I'm not part of that squad. You know, if you haven't worked in government, like, I just don't feel like I'm part of that squad.
Together, we can keep coming.
Just a
to
regular
these protests.
civilian.
Speak to each other, join groups, doing the work. We'd like to shout out Indivisible, DSA, and so much more.
Invisible?
At the end of the day, united we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided.
There you go. Start your own chant.
United we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall.
I gotta say though, the energy in this rally has been lacking so far. They don't have the same, like, excitement that the anti-deportation rallies have.
POTUS Black. I'm with 5051, the Washington, D.C. chapter. We're all gathered here today. I'm with the people. We are all here today to represent the same thing, our defense of democracy and our defense of the Constitution. I'd also take a little bit of time to, again, just a little reminder for our safety rules. Again,
Oh my God, again?
Move to the sides. Where permit allows us to spread out but not block the sidewalk.
Dude, these are government employees. Why are they disrespecting each other like that? Come on, man. They're smart. They should know after one time saying it.
To not engage our protesters, either verbally or physically. Please inform our safety team if you see any. Do not engage in civil disobedience. We are honored and know there's a need for civil disobedience and a worker resistance, but we ask to not engage that in this protest. Again, please stay off the sidewalks. Do not block the roadways. Do not engage in property destruction or defacement. As a reminder, people have trusted us with this peaceful protest, and we would like to honor the trust that these people have given us. Please be mindful of cleaning up after yourself. Do not leave trash or litter. Remain mindful of those who have accessibility
Bro,
needs.
come on. Let go of the mic.
Respect diversity and difference.
Your time is over.
Thank you.
Curtis, how do you spell your name?
POTUS, POTUS.
Oh, POTUS.
Very good. All right.
Who's next in line?
At this point, we would like to open a forum to anybody who would like to speak. If you would like to speak, please come to the side over here, next to this flush the flow trader, if you do not mind.
Is she gonna start singing again?
Just a small reminder, we will have multiple opportunities for you to speak, but we would like to let everyone go who would like to.
Dude, who cares? It's only been 2 of you guys so far. Why would you even throw that out yet? Just give it to give the bike up, dude.
We just would like to give you this opportunity.
Oh, here we go. Who's that?
This is what America looks like. Love to see all these American flags out here. We are taking back our flag, and this is our country. Anybody who violates the Constitution is violating our rights and has no legal authority.
It's just funny because it's like, these are all the fired mass layoff workers, you know?
My name is Jessica Denson. I've spent the last 7 years of my life defeating the tyranny of Donald Trump in the courtroom.
I'd want to see if there's any regular
Protest
people
here on
out there, like,
January 3rd
not
to 5th to try to stop
fired
the
employees.
certification of this illegal president who inhabits that house in violation of Section 3 of the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. He has no legal right to inhabit that office, let alone take any of the
so emotional.
legal acts he has taken in the past.
Does she not know he won, like, the popular vote?
Demanding that our elected representatives use every legal lever at their disposal.
You know, maybe if she got a little angrier and, like, maybe she started, like, going like this a little harsher, you know, maybe people will listen to her. But as of right now, she just looks so emotional.
Impeach and remove him yesterday. On day 1 of his presidency, he violated once again. He committed treason by pardoning 7 individuals convicted of seditious conspiracy.
Bro, Joe Biden pardoned multiple PDF files. He pardoned like 8,000 people. He pardoned Dr. Fauci for what reason? So again, it's like, it's just, I can't relate because obviously I see she's emotional. She just lost her job or something. So even the points she's making, just, they're not resonating. You can just tell she's emotional. So that's why I'm like, some people speak and I'm like, oh yeah, they make some good points. And then some of them just like, they go crazy.
That is an act of treason. At a bare minimum, we can initiate articles of impeachment against this man and hold that standard. They think that these legal acts are radical. Elon Musk raiding the Treasury is not radical. Too radical to impeach this man.
Dude, see, like, they're getting mad over it. It's really weird. Like, they're getting mad, right? But me, Elon auditing the IRS, auditing the Treasury, checking the golds at Fort Knox, that makes me happy because that means people are accountable to what they've done, what they said they've done. So, I don't know, it's weird because I see people getting mad, but at the same time, I'm here, like, extremely happy over this news.
Man, a third time? I've heard a saying, it says third time's a charm. Let's try it.
Try it. Try it.
Now, this is not an official announcement, but 314 is 14-3 in reverse, and I would like to have
What?
on 314 this kind of showing in Washington, D.C.
What a conspiracy
in
theorist.
protest of this illegal presidency, to say we are not going to let democracy die on our watch every moment.
How did
that
it
these
die? We
people
voted him in.
are illegally in poisoning our government, firing our federal workers, putting people in terror over their physical and financial well-being and the free world at large.
Didn't he offer an 8-month severance package? I'm pretty sure he offered an 8-month severance package.
Yesterday was the anniversary of Alexei Navalny's murder by the genocidal dictator Vladimir Putin.
Oh my God. Russia, Russia, Russia. Russia, here we go. Russia, Russia.
J.D. Vance, who is trying to terrorize our European allies. We are representing the free world right now.
This is a bunch of propaganda now. Dude, let's move on to the next person. The one before was alright. He knew what he was talking about. But this lady's just crazy.
What did we do right now? Thank you all so much for putting yourself out here. Please join me again on 3/14, and stand up every single day to reject this illegal presidency. God bless America. God bless America.
Illegal presidency, huh? Election denial much.
Elon Musk has got to go.
Here we go, Luigi supporter.
Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey. Okay. So, my name is Nadine Seiler, and I am usually out here, but I usually don't speak. But I have decided after 8 years of being out here, hello! After 8 years of being out here with a sign that a lot of people know me, but people did.
They're protesting Donald Trump, but she just said she's been protesting for 8 years out here. What?
Not take heed when I had a sign that says Trump's Project 2025 Agenda 47. For 4 months, I walked with a sign. I was at the White House, I was at the Supreme Court, I was at the Capitol, I was in Milwaukee, I was in Chicago, telling people, Trump's Project 2025, Agenda 47, please listen, nobody listen. Okay, so it's spilled milk, and we have to do what we have to do to go forward. Going forward, my wine has always been two things. Where is the American people? I have been at the White House, at the Supreme Court by myself for 8 hours at a time. People would pass by and say, thank you for being here, but nobody would stay and stand with me. I've always been, where is the American people? There are 345.6 million Americans, 258 adults, 18 years and over. So we're not counting the 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, and 17-year-olds who show up here, but 258 million Americans. We need 3.5% of the population to rise up to overthrow a regime. That means we're talking about 10 million people. We need 10 million people in the streets around the
to overthrow a regime? You mean a duly elected president?
We need 10 million people. I am begging the American people, as an immigrant who bought in.
If you're begging, you don't have the numbers.
I was sold on American democracy. I was sold on American checks and balances. I was sold on American exceptionalism. Right now, I feel bamboozled.
You can go home. It's a free country.
One person in the United States, after 200 plus years, one person said, hell no. And nothing was done about it. One person said, I am not going to adhere to whatever policies. One person, and here we are, in fascist USA, right? We ever said, no fascist USA. Yes, fascist USA, January 20th, 2025, fascist USA. There's a fascist USA. There's a fascist in the White House. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to say is,
this lady's a psycho too.
Young people, a lot of people from marginalized groups, and a lot of people like to sing revolution. But every time people need to come out, they're afraid to come out. They're afraid to show their face. They're afraid to be on social media. They're afraid. You can't want a revolution and be afraid to die. You can't want a revolution and be afraid to die. I'm not saying just go throw yourself in front of the popo and get murdered. But you have to come out. You have to be one of the 10 million people who are needed to be out here.
It's funny because she's getting really desperate
The next day,
They really need
the
10
next
million
day,
people out here, but
and
how the fuck do you do that?
Bloodsuckers, the billionaire bloodsuckers, they want our money. That's all this thing is about. They want our money. We keep wanting to discuss revolution at Starbucks. You can't be discussing revolution.
How is Elon cutting government spending, giving him more money? Like, I don't understand what her point is. Maybe I wish she would just elaborate a tad and be like, how?
Not Starbucks.
Because for me, I'm like, the stealing stopped right now. That's why they're emotional, right? So it's like, I feel like the complete opposite of what she's saying.
The bloodsuckers. Stop discussing revolution at Starbucks. Stop with the pride. I understand that we're going to have a boycott on the 28th. Please don't run to the supermarket on the 27th and buy up everything. Don't run to the supermarket on the 1st and buy up everything. Okay? Because they're still getting your money. Please start putting two and two together. The CEO of Uber, the last thing I want to say, the CEO of Uber not only gave Trump $1 million from Uber, he gave Trump...
Let's go, CEO of Uber. W from the chat for him.
Uber, you're funding your own...
W.
Stop funding your own fascism. Stop funding your own fascism. Stop funding your own fascism. Put two and two together. We outnumber them. We need to show up.
Put two and two together.
Please.
2 and 2.
10 million people in this
Why does it say fork on her shirt?
And we need to stop giving the bloodsuckers our money. Stop giving the bloodsuckers Target, Walmart, Uber, Starbucks. Yeah, just please stop. Okay.
I think her time is done. She's got to move on. There we go. There you go. 5 seconds of fame.
We stand with you. We stand with you. Who did I have next? I had you next, right?
Start preparing your attics for guests. What is that even implying to? Why would there be guests in my attic? Is he going over a speech or something? Does he have to prepare? Michael Moore, just a lot of generalizations. Nothing substantial came out of her mouth. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just a bunch of emotional rants because things aren't going the way they thought. But as far as saying it's illegal, this and that, like, dude, they haven't said anything with merit.
For this trip was to spend time with my beloved border collie, Gracie, who is terminal with lymphoma. And
Who cares?
got a call about 2 hours ago.
There you go. Try to pull on her emotional heartstrings.
Probably about 1 or 2 weeks left to live. So I should be spending.
Is this like a therapy session where you just talk to a big group?
And instead, I have to spend it out here fighting all of this. That's just wrong. I can't believe that I'm having to take that time away from her in order to fight for myself and my friends. It's absolutely heart-wrenching. Now, with that said, I spent about...
What an animal, bro.
serving
This guy rather come rant out here than take care of his dying dog.
that I'm carrying right now has flown over the United States Capitol building behind me. When I was an Eagle Scout about 15 years ago.
There you go. More things that don't fucking matter.
It has been out here. It's been through the trials. But it deserves another one today. And I'm a third-generation public servant. My grandparents served in the Army and in the Navy.
All right, I could applause to that. There you go.
I have family who are here today who retired from the U.S. Agency for International Development.
Oh.
Every compliment, and I've had quite a few this week after recent events, but every compliment that I get on my work, I attribute to them, I attribute to their agency.
This is only USAID. Imagine, like, once he goes to the IRS, starts doing the same.
I think the most serious words that any of us have ever spoken have been the words of our oaths of office: to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign
This
and
guy's shaking
domestic,
an awfully lot.
to bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and to that we take that obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
I'm gonna start rating all these speeches.
Discharge the duties of the offices.
This guy gets a 4 out of 10 so far.
And I would be negligent if I didn't observe that many of our agencies, AID perhaps most of all, turn proportional pennies of investment into dollars of goodwill
For other countries that don't benefit America.
Countries at home and around the world.
Mostly around the world.
I grew up.
Lost it. Lost it. Why don't you take your mask off, sir? We could hear you a little better. Hey, Congress, we're emotional as fuck. I respect. What? Disrespect of government employees. How about the disrespect of American taxpayers? That's what I want to hear. When are they going to defend us? All they care about is themselves. There's 2 guys that came out and wanted to, you know, help us, the taxpayer. And that's who they're attacking.
Do your job!
Funny, man.
Do your job!
Funny.
Do your job!
There we go. Let's just chant random shit while we get our mic working.
Do your job! Where is Congress?
We can't even get on the same page with the same chant, but
Do your job! Where is Congress? Do your job! Where is Congress? Do your job! Your job!
a little bit.
Do your job!
And I grew up abroad, so I saw.
Trying the mic.
Oh, there we go. Awesome. Now, I grew up abroad, so I saw those programs unfold there. But at their core, these agencies are investments in America. They're the core of putting America first.
No, they're not, bro. They literally put
They
other
use
people
its
first.
people and invest in our country.
No.
$340 million of Midwest grain purchased for AID. Domestically, our national parks have supported 415,000 jobs and $55.6 billion in economic activity. And other public land agencies have added nearly 1 million additional jobs. These the kinds of people who are celebrating the recent actions of the president are the likes of Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping.
Dude, this. What? Why would they even give a fuck? Why would they give a fuck? You know, like, I just don't understand how getting rid of USAID would make Putin and Xi happy. They could give a fuck.
And the top 1% domestically, who will enjoy fewer things like fewer IRS audits that come with fewer staff.
Yeah, Putin and Xi really care about that, sir. You got that right.
Not celebrating these impacts to our public lands. People who are chasing the aurora borealis and meteorologists are not celebrating cuts to NOAA.
I give this guy a 2 out of 10 for speech. Absolute shit.
With common sense, think twice about doing anything that impacts these agencies. Apparently not.
I'd rather listen to his dog at this
Damn.
point.
because
Bring out the dog.
those of us here know that you can't just eliminate agencies with the stroke of a pen.
Well,
Many
kind of can if you're the
servants I know
president.
so
can't.
far have been casualties of these illegal cuts and dismantlings. But I have faith that we will persevere this. We will fight this. And to the ones who sit in this building behind us, be careful what you wish for, because there will be those of us who run for your jobs as a result of this.
We're gonna skip forward. Oh no.
We are not afraid.
No, are you serious? Dude. Alright, there we go. Let's get it going. Back to the singing. This is so stupid. Why is that dude wearing a pirate hat in the back? Was his a government agency to take care of pirates in Somalia or something? Is it okay? I'd like to go home early. Is that what she said? This is such a weak protest. This is one of the weakest protests I've ever seen. These people are their own worst enemies, LOL. Dude, honestly, but how funny is it though? Like they're literally singing different songs, different group members out there. Homie's got a random pirate hat on. Everyone's over emotional. Trying to say Putin and Xi are like, what the fuck is going on,
I would
dude?
like to reiterate. Listen up.
Louder, say it with your chest.
Just as a reminder, just because we need to make sure that everyone's still on the same page. If it ever gets crowded here.
Oh, here we go again. Here we go again.
To the sides. Okay. No.
There you go, insurrectionists.
We are in no way allowed by our permit to spill past the statues over there, nor onto the sidewalk.
Maybe she has a point saying it. If the crowd is chanting, let's go to the White House. Maybe they are that dumb. They might actually do something.
Reminder, do not engage with counter-protesters, either verbally or physically.
I want to see the counter-protesters, though. Let's see what they have to say. I think I like what they have to say.
Initiate civil disobedience, please. And as a reminder, people have trusted us that this is a peaceful protest. We would like to honor these people's trust.
Dude, Jack Sparrow's expression hasn't changed back there in like 30 minutes, I think. That guy is a stone cold man. I want to hear him talk, actually. Purple Lady, give him the mic. Give him the mic.
Where is Congress? Do your job.
I think that hat is a sombrero. Shit, man. Are you telling me I'm racist? What is that hat? Can you tell me what that hat is? What is that, dude? I think they have those in like when you go to the ranch. It's like the horse eats it. Hay, I believe it's called hay. That's in hay. Can we get that thing to speak, please? That would be amazing.
Okay. You may be aware of a well-known man from London by the name of Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, I know him.
Who knows about Charlie Chaplin?
Yeah, that's a comedian right there.
Guys, when
What the
not
hell?
making films mocking the ever-present threat of Nazism in the 1940s, or filling audiences with laughter from his silly antics, he would share his views
What?
on the unprecedented times that he lived in.
You're gonna
His
bring
famous
Charlie
speech is
Chaplin, the
one we will
goat
give
of
now,
all
but
things,
we
into
heavily
this?
encourage you to listen to it in
Why?
your own words after we are done, if you have not heard it before.
You know how long ago that's from? Not even the same world we live in.
I'm sorry. But I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I would like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live
What is
by each
going
other's
on right
happiness,
now?
not by each other's misery. We don't
What
want
does
to
it
hate
have to
and
do with
despise one another.
anything, dude? Justify your agency. What agency do you work for? Tell us what you do. Tell us who you've helped. How do you help the American taxpayer? What is Charlie Chaplin? What is Xi Jinping? What is Putin? What is Trump? What is Elon? What does any of this have to do with anything? Just tell us what you do and why you think you deserve your job.
We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity.
How long do you guys think these speakers prepared their speech for, and like how long did they let it marinate in their head?
Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the
I give this
radio
girl
have
a
us
6
closer
out of
together.
10 though.
The very nature of these
The guy that was talking about the
cries out
dog
for
was a
goodness
2 out of
and
10.
cries out
She
for
gets like a
human
maybe a
brotherhood,
5 out of 10.
for
The black
unity
guy
of
gets a
us all.
7 out of 10 because he
Even
was
now,
the
my
least
voice is
emotional.
reaching millions across the world. Millions of despairing men, women, and little children.
Yeah, exactly, Michael.
Victims of a system
You
that
can do
makes
whatever the
men
fuck you
tortured,
want, bro. You can
imprisoned,
help
and
whoever you
tortured.
want. But we're 36 trillion in debt.
Those who can hear
Can we
me,
like
I
take care of
say,
ourselves
do
first
not
before we take care of your
despair.
stupid job?
The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed. The bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass and dictators die, and the power they take from the people will return to the people. And as long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives.
Alright, there's 6 people
tell
in
you
here.
what to do, what to think, and
I
what
want
to feel,
your guys'
who
opinion
tell you
on
lies, you
this
treat
lady.
like cattle,
Out of 10, just give me a score. What do you think? Is she doing good, bad, 4 out of 10, 5, 6, 10?
machine men
Just give me a
with
number.
machine
Let's see what you
minds
guys
and
think.
machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. And you have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate. You don't hate. Only the unloved hate. The unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery. Fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, "The kingdom of God is within man, not one man, nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power. The power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful."
We're trying to bring back happiness by cutting government spending and taking government out of our lives, but
Then, in the name of
this group is making it
democracy,
hard
let
by,
us use that power.
protesting. So.
Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future.
No
and
women?
old age a
Wow, how
security.
sexist.
By the promise of these things,
It's nice of
brutes
you.
have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they
I gotta
enslave
say
the
though,
people.
it makes me happy
Now
to
let
see
us
at least
fight to
American
fulfill that
flags in the
promise.
back.
Let us fight to free the
At
world.
least.
To do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. In the name of democracy, let us all unite. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight.
We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight.
I would like to welcome Miss Trea to the stage. A bit abrupt, maybe.
That was early.
You said you're
I
early.
love that. You're amazing.
Okay,
Do I just hold the mic?
I can hold it for you.
I can do it.
It might be easier.
Sorry about that. Where does it? Why is it? Is it because it's close to that one?
It's close to the speaker, so you have to hold it sideways.
Darlings, how are we doing? Yes! Oh, look at all of you gorgeous humans. I'm so excited to be here. I actually wrote down what I was going to say because drag queens with microphones can go on forever. All right? So I'm Tera Hoot because I was born in Terre Haute, Indiana. So any Hoosiers out there? Oh, I'm so sorry. All right. But Tera Hoot was born during the pandemic. So while folks were buying sourdough bread starters, I bought 27 wigs. The world is so hard sometimes. I wanted to give my version of drag to be the kind of drag that lifts people up, gives them joy, gives them hope. One of my great honors was to perform in a small venue at the Kennedy Center last year. Yes. I was so enraged to hear about the recent hostile takeover of the board of directors at the Kennedy Center. Yes, boo. So that is why I'm running for the People's Choice President of the Kennedy Center Board, Charlie. Absolutely. Because a man who hasn't even stepped foot inside of there has no business deciding what art is or isn't. How shameful, how immoral, how weak it is for this president to use a marginalized population to attack a venerable arts institution. But I also want to lift up two drag performers, two DC legends, who began a tradition of excellence in performance at the Kennedy Center. Pussy Noir and Shaquita Lee. Absolutely. So give credit where it's due for those pioneers.
What is this?
Now I wanted to come up here today to do the most controversial
What is
thing
this?
I've ever done in drag. Are you ready?
No, no. Please
I'm
no.
going to read my children's book. Alright?
This is a crime. This is making me uncomfortable. I don't like this at all. This 0 out of 10. Bring back the dog guy. Bring back the dog guy, please.
Because I read like information like I'm going to tell you.
Ah.
And I want you to listen to every word. Because children's books often contain lessons for all of us, not just children. And in this moment, I want
Make
you
America great
to hear
again.
every word.
Make
This
America
book
great
I've written,
again.
It's not been published yet,
Make America great
right?
again.
The words are awesome, and I want to share it with you, darling. So are you ready? Yeah. Darling. Oh, this microphone. I just love it, don't you? Okay, here we go.
Hold on,
Darling Sting Dong, who's that at the door? It's someone I don't think I've met before. Oh my goodness, my gosh, my stars, what to do? I was hoping I'd see the gorgeously you. Let's just take a moment to welcome
Thanks
you
for stopping
here,
by,
this
Michael. I
gorgeous
agree. This is
human being.
pointless, but
So rare and so dear. But gorgeous, my goodness, what does that word mean? It's not just about your shine and your sheen, because you can be gorgeous in multiple
this is stupid.
ways.
This is just like a 5 seconds of fame type shit. Let me come promote my stupid book type shit. Let me come wear my haystack on my head type shit, you know?
You can be gorgeously kind, a friend to those near. Lift
Did
them
that offend
up,
anybody?
cheer them on,
I don't think
lend
so.
them your ear. Or gorgeously clever, what on earth will you do? Pull the lever, climb the rope, watch out for that goo. Be gorgeously thoughtful, is that someone in need? Share a code.
Negative 10 out of 10. This is fucked.
Be gorgeously strong, be true to who you are. Don't change just to change. I'm sure you'll go
Even the
far.
camera guy's like,
Gorgeously you,
yeah.
whatever that means.
Let's go
Take
get the
rugby,
Capitol
poetry,
instead.
or different sports teams. Be gorgeously quiet. There's no weakness in that.
Boo.
Sometimes you just need to take a
Boo.
but sometimes the path isn't terrifically clear. The road might be rocky with feelings of fear. You may try on different versions of you as you grow and change, become someone new.
Nope.
Some of those versions
Nope.
will stick
I
and might
detest.
stay to help you shine bright, not fade away. But all of those versions will help you to grow.
Is anybody enjoying this speech?
That we all will know. Through storms and challenges will come into view. Your gorgeous resilience will carry you through. So the most important gorgeous is the one that you choose. Go ahead, choose many. There's nothing to lose. Add this one and that one over there. So much gorgeousness to pick from. We can all share because I know you'll be perfect.
This was pointless. This was very pointless. Let me just come read my dumb book to you guys. Look how loud they're gonna cheer for her. I meant him.
because
Watch.
I know in my heart you'll be
All
gorgeously
because
fine. So off we
look at
go
the
on this
drag.
world
Look at the
searching
drag.
to be strong and to
Look,
be
we gotta. It's a
brave
drag. We
and to
gotta
be
do something good for
gorgeously
them. Oh, who
beautiful.
cares? You see, look. They went crazy. Like, ask them to say what was she even talking about? I don't know.
I'm going to do a little call and response. I'm going to say darlings, and I want you to say I'm gorgeous.
It just has to be
About
disgusting all the
yourself, not
time. I
about
don't
me.
get
I
it.
know I'm gorgeous, all right? So I'll say darlings, you say I'm gorgeous. Ready? Darlings. I'm gorgeous. Now I'm going to say darlings, and I want you to say I'm strong. Darlings.
Here we go.
I'm strong. Because you all got away from you.
Nothing's demon. Yeah, please. Yeah, bring this guy back. Oh, what a breath of fresh air. Say whatever you want, man. I'll be happy.
Again, I would like to thank everybody who has come.
Here, they're gonna be like, if you have any problems, sit down and raise your hand. Other than that, go to the outside.
We are working through them, and we're still gonna push through. Just as a reminder, if it ever gets crowded, move to the sides. We're allowed to permit as long as we don't spill over the sidewalks. I know it sounds like a broken record, but I just want to be absolutely clear because we're here peacefully and with a permit, and we want to exercise our rights. So let's do it right.
Haystacks
Do
in
not
your hair.
engage in counter-protesters, either verbally or physically. Please inform any safety team members if you see a counter-protester. Please do not engage in civil disobedience. We're honored to be here, and we all understand that civil disobedience is essential.
Yeah, they can't afford to go to jail right now. They just lost their job.
Please stay off the sidewalks. Please stay off the roadways. Do not engage in property damage or defacement. Please be mindful. Clean up after yourselves. Do not leave trash or litter. Please be aware of accessibility needs and respect diversity and difference. One more last thing. If you encounter bad actors, please flag down the safety marshal. If you see something, say something. We will be right there as soon as we possibly can make it through the crowd. Please be mindful about photos and videos being taken. Be mindful about metadata if you can. Take photos and pictures from the back or of signs and flyers. Sorry about that. But thank you again for coming out. We're going to go ahead and open up the forum again for people to speak. So if you would like to
Let's get some new people in here. Let's go. I'm tired of this. Let's
We
go.
would like to welcome the next speaker.
Here we go. Let's see what kind of eccentric character we're gonna bring out here now. Dude, no way. Pirate hat?
Hi, I'm Bill.
Woo! Woo!
I was born
Bill.
into a military Republican family.
Bill!
I do not understand what is going on with what used to be the Grand Old Party.
Screw both parties.
Oh my God, Grand Old Party, what the fuck?
I just like your hat.
They have lost their soul. They used to be for the middle class, the working man. They used to be about how to keep your money and your resources as a working person. My father's people were factory workers. My mother's people were farmers. in North
Biden
Carolina.
just sent all our money to illegals, to Ukraine. What do you...
The thing is that what we're trying to do is keep ourselves together, right? I became a IT professional, and I went to work for the IRS. And I
Oh my, the worst place to work. This guy's an IRS agent. I don't like his hat anymore, dude.
Rebates for COVID.
I gotta get my
I'm
own hat.
retired now. But the thing is that what we need here in the United States, we need to have more bureaucracy, but it has to be modified. It has to be audited. The IRS was a situation where they had many problems, but as they used to say, the only thing that it was better.
Okay, I'm gonna disagree with a lot he says, but this guy just admitted the IRS had problems, man. I gotta give him a little credit for saying that.
Than was everything else. Would you like to have a king who does on his whim, takes all of your resources and puts them wherever he wants them? No.
Yes.
Would you like to live in a
He's putting it where I want it now.
10 different people are multi-billionaires and they corner the market on all of the resources and you have none? No, you don't want that. We are a country of resources.
We will win.
We live in abundance right now. We really do.
No, we don't.
Time, you can have whatever
We're 30,
you want.
36 trillion in debt. Dude, this guy worked for the IRS. What happens when our debt payments start ballooning even more? Take more of our GDP. Just like your personal life, if you have to pay interest payments, if you have to pay interest on your cars, interest on your mortgage, what happens to daily life? Does it get better? No, it gets worse because more of your money is going to interest. That's what's happening. That's why we have to make cuts to the government. We got to make cuts everywhere.
Your door, right? Right now we live in abundance, but if we allow our resources to be taken over by the billionaires, we will all just be serfs. We will be the workers that make their money and we will not have anything to ourselves. We need to keep our rights and our responsibilities close to our chest, each and every one of us. You need to go out and embarrass your congressman. You have to tell them,
oh, they do that themselves already. They don't need your help on that
I
one.
want to say what's on my mind. Where's the meeting happening? And then if they don't, then make a meeting happen and have an empty chair and refer to them as being chickens and not being able to do what we want. As long as you tell them what you want done, if you all stand there and tell them what you want done.
But what if they all stand there and tell them what they all want, but the other side, like me, there's more numbers on our side? Wouldn't it be like democratic for them to listen to us because we have more numbers, right?
Actually, it will get through to them that they won't be reelected if they don't do what everybody's standing there telling them what to do. Go and embarrass your congressman. Call them up, text, okay? Get to it, do it. It's our country.
It's ours, but there's more than just your opinion in this country.
Know about the 5 Calls app? If you don't know about it, look it up. It is very good. It tells you exactly who to call, and it even gives you a prompt if you're shy. Okay? Oh, perfect.
Hi, everybody. Gonna try not to hot mic you. It's gonna be hard. In the first week of June in 1944, my grandfather jumped out of an airplane into Holland to be there for D-Day. Okay. He was hit by a grenade and he died. Oh my God. If he died fighting Nazis and fascists, we can stop shopping at Target.
Big Bird. That's Big Bird right there.
We can stop taking Ubers.
ASMR.
We can stand in front of Tesla shops, whatever he's got in there, okay, and we can protest.
Do it.
Get out here.
I dare you.
Now, I've lived in D.C. for 15 years.
That's
a lot
terrible.
of my friends are civil servants.
Yeah, they're outside with you right
But what I
now.
want to say is living in D.C. used to make me feel weak because I didn't have a representative.
You are weak.
Whenever they would say, call your representative, I would say, who the fuck do you want me to call?
Wow, she's angry.
And then I realized something.
She must be in a lot of debt.
I live 6 blocks from the Russell, Hart, Dirksen Senate buildings. And I can walk in there and ask for a meeting any day I want.
Wow, good for you.
Right. It is your right.
Why haven't you done it?
You are not weak.
Wow.
You are strong.
You are emotional.
You have the power to go in there and ask for a meeting as politely or not politely as you choose. This is our city. Trump wants to take it back. Take it for himself. Tell us what to do, okay?
He just fired you. He's not telling you what to do. He even offered severance packages.
This country voted for Kamala Harris more than the District of Columbia.
That's not helping your case, lady.
Even Vermont. We beat Vermont. So, if you live in the district and you work from home, You can get yourself in.
Hold on, guys. I gotta teleport to my desk.
Member.
My computer's running out of
Walk down
charge.
there, you can ask for a meeting. You can stand outside the building. As long as you're obeying the law, or as long as you're obeying your conscience. Thank you, everybody. All right.
Hello, fellow resistors.
Hello, insurrectionists.
Hi, my name is Jen.
Hi, insurrectionist. How you doing?
Speaking, but you know who I hate more?
Donald Trump. Could have guessed that one. And Elon.
This is something that I wrote to my Senator Van Hollen when he asked for what the past month has meant to his constituents. This is what I wrote to him.
What did you write to him?
My husband is both a veteran who has served 22 years in the United States Army, as well as a federal worker. The president's assault on federal workers since he took office has been an incredible insult, as I'm sure many of you can agree. Oh, to my mouth.
There you go. Speak up, lady.
Sorry.
Sorry.
He insinuates federal workers are lazy and not performing the work on behalf of the American people. Nothing could
Not
be
all
further
of
from
them.
the truth. In fact, my husband works longer hours working from home than he does in the office. His coworkers are scattered
We don't want to know how long he works. We want to know about his productivity.
all over the country. So a return to office mandate means he will travel into D.C., sit in his office, and still be on Teams calls all day long.
Good.
Hello? Oh, I think it's... Sorry. One moment.
Test.
Okay. So a return to office mandate means he will commute to an office and still be on Teams calls all day long. That's not enough, though. Every day, we live with the worry that some new executive order will be written that will put his job in jeopardy. Imagine being a veteran who honorably served this country for 22 years in 2 wars, 4 deployments, then continuing on to work as a civil servant and doing the work of the American people, only to worry whether the whims of a fascist president will leave you jobless. The president's denigration of the brave men and women who serve this country, as well as his recent attacks on the Honorable General Mark Milley, continue to show his lack of respect for the men and women of our armed forces. As a veteran, my husband receives disability benefits. So not only are we in a position of worrying about his job, now we are also worried about his attacks on the Veterans Affairs.
No way.
People he has appointed talk about taking away disability benefits, how we are living off of the government, or applying
literally said he doesn't
means
want to
testing
do
the
that.
benefits he and so many other
He's just trying to get rid of the
receive.
waste or the people
And why?
abusing the systems.
Republicans need to give the uber wealthy more tax breaks.
Yes. No. Yes.
That's right. Tax breaks for the wealthy on the backs of our veterans. It's disgusting. If my husband would have been told back when he graduated from West Point that the very country he was willing to lay his life down for to protect would turn on him because of a man who never served this country, he likely would have chosen a different career path. I am so disgusted by Republicans who are turning their backs on our veterans. I haven't seen a single Republican denounce Trump's attacks on General Milley, and that tells me everything I need to know about today's Republican Party. I will never vote for a Republican again, and by the way, I've only voted for one, so, I mean, that's not a And I just want to say one last thing. Timothy Snyder's book on tyranny, if you haven't read it, it is a must-read in this time. The first rule is do not obey in advance. Trump is looking for 1930s Germany from us. Let's give him 1789 France instead.
Alright guys, I don't know how much more I can handle this.
Resist before they arrest you.
Hi everybody, my name is Jennifer. I am a proud teacher. Thank you. Since 4th grade, I have been working with kids with disabilities, and it is definitely my passion. So, not only am I a teacher, but I have kids of my own with IEPs. And just this week, I was all ready to sign my kid up for a 504.
She sounds so normal right now. Wow.
We're going to transition from his IEP. And then I find out 17 states are trying to get rid of 504s. If you don't know what a 504 is, it gives accommodations to kids who might not need the support of an IEP. It's handled through the counselor. I'm also an American, and I went through the public school system, and we should respect teachers. I know that education needs reform, but this is not the way. Inclusion is a good thing.
It's the way, dude.
Diversity is a good thing.
No, it's not. Not as the sole purpose. Who cares?
We have come too far with inclusion to go back.
We will not go back.
We are not going back. Please respect your teachers, give them some love, and we are not going back. We're not going back.
Not going back. Not going back. Not going back.
Alright. That's enough of this. Very pointless. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Like and sub. I just stream random things I find interesting. So I was doing the protest. I did the Canada First rally. Do Trump stuff. I want to start doing some EU stuff too, because they've been freaking out over the Ukraine peace deal. Maybe when Russia and